Whew, check me out, folks. That's me juggling. I'm so cool, I only have to juggle one. Anyway, guys, ladies, welcome. You're cooking with Charles tonight, as usual. Tonight, what do we have? Well, first of all, we have a libation, as we do every show. Tonight's libation, Pinot Grigio. For those of you who are fans of the show and are fans of me, you know I usually prefer a red wine, but tonight we're going to cook some fish. So a little bit of a white wine, a nice light, crisp, off-dry white wine is in order. So we got a few things going on tonight, guys and girls. We're going to make two sauces for our fish. And our fish tonight is bluefish. Bluefish is locally caught right off the coast of New Hampshire. It's an oily fish, but we're going to show you how to take the oil out. But first things first, lemon. We need some lemon juice. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to roll it. Why do we roll it? It helps separate the skin from the meat and the juice. So it makes it just juice a lot better. Now, if you don't have a lemon in your house, use a little bit of lemon juice. That will keep in your refrigerator. So I'm going to come over here, get a little bit of garlic in this pan. We're just going to squeeze. Be careful not to squeeze any seeds in there because those do get bitter. Now we're also going to add to our garlic just about a teaspoon of white vinegar. We're going to mix that up and we're going to add to that some diced red onion. Yeah, folks, I figure you know how to dice some vegetables by now, so I saved you the boredom of watching me dice another red onion. So what do we do with this? Well, we're just going to let it sit there for a second and we're going to turn it on. And we're going to put this on, just about a medium-high heat. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all the moisture out of here. And in the end, this is going to be a saffron cream sauce. But we've got two more pans over here, so what are we going to do with these pans? Well, this pan, we're going to turn to medium-high as well. And let that heat up for a second. We're going to just cook some vegetables over there. We have some zucchini. And we have some cherry tomatoes. We're going to cut the cherry tomatoes in half. As I said, I wasn't going to bore you with watching me dice my red onions again, but I will bore you with watching me cut cherry tomatoes in half. Pay attention, folks. This is really, really hard stuff to do. You take your tomato, you cut it in half. Oh, I did it again. God, look at that style. I got style, I got grace. Anyway, that's about enough of that. So, we're going to take our zucchinis. Check the pan for heat. It's working nice. Oh, this one's working nice too. And we're just going to place these over here. Let those work. Oh, this smells good. So yeah, what we're going to do here is we're going to take all the moisture out of this, dry it out. To help us with that, a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt over here. We're good on those fronts. So, what is next? Well, not a lot. We're just going to stir this up. Let that go. Let that go. And we're going to get this pan right here. Got about probably about 2 teaspoons of oil in there. We're going to get this going to a medium. You notice these sprigs right here? These are sprigs of thyme. Now, if you have some twine at home, twine your thyme. Makes it easier to take out of the pan later because you don't want to leave that sprig in there. Be a little woody because it's still on the stem. So, we'll take these. We're just going to place these to the side for now because we're not going to add these quite yet to the zucchini. We'll put these next to our bok choy. We'll show you that later. So what do we have going on here? We have fresh thyme and we have fresh tarragon. Folks, if you don't grow this at home, I do tell you, buy it like this. These are organic, about $2 a piece. You get, just a couple ounces of thyme. This one is 3 to 4 or 3/4 of an ounce of thyme or tarragon on this one. It comes fresh. You're not going to use it all, but what you can do is after you use it, you wrap it in a piece of paper towel You put it back like that. Don't close it, but you let it sit open on your shelf or your counter for about 2 days. It dries up very nicely, and then you've got some really nice thyme to use. Same thing with this tarragon. Oh, that was tarragon. This is the thyme. Getting them all mixed up. But that's what I use when I don't have things that are fresh. Because as you know, I do grow fresh herbs throughout the year. And I use them all winter. And I'm at the point where I'm pretty much out. I mean, as you can see, here's my parsley from last year. Here's my oregano. But you don't need a lot. So I'm going to use the last of this, and a couple of weeks I'll have some fresh stuff from my own garden. So what I'm doing is going to add this to the plate right here. I've already taken some tarragon and some thyme, and I've chopped it up. I'm taking the stems out. And what we're going to do is just going to mix this up, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our bluefish. Now folks, bluefish, as I said, is a wonderful oily fish. It's caught off the coast of New Hampshire. Pretty much anywhere in the eastern seaboard you can get bluefish. It goes everywhere. It lives everywhere. It's a great fish. However, it's an oily fish, which is not a bad thing. The oils in the fish are very good for you. They're like the omega-3 fatty acid kind of oils. This is drying out nicely. Oh, that's coming along nicely too. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to add my tomatoes right now. Now you probably ask me, why am I wearing gloves? Well, we are dealing with fish, and because the studio behind me is fake, there's nothing here. Well, guess what? I don't have a sink, don't want to touch the fish, and start touching everything else. So, let me tell you about the oily fish. Some people don't like the oily fish. Salmon is an oily fish. Mackerel is an oily fish. And those types of fish tend to have that fishy smell or taste that people that don't like fish just don't like. So what do you do to combat that? Well, I soaked this overnight in milk. I've drained off most of the milk, and I used a 2% milk. The milk fats help draw out the oils and the fishy taste and the fishy smell. But before you cook it, you want to make sure that you pat it dry. So we get some paper towel right here. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Look at this. This is going to rock, guys. I can already smell how good this is going to taste. Whew. That's done. Going to put that right to the side. We don't need that right now. We're going to get this going. So what are we going to do? We're patting this. It's a paper towel. And this is what we have. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of fish. This thing is so fresh. Look at that. We got nice skin. We're going to leave the skin on, although I am going to just trim this side so it's a little more square. And I'm going to trim off this tail piece. I would normally say this if I was at home, this little tail piece, but I'm not. I'm at the studio, and what I said before is making a fish stock. Let me turn this down. Those are done. All right, back to our fish. Skin side, we're leaving that on. If you want to fillet it off, be my guest, but I like this fish with the skin. We're just going to take a couple of fillets. That's what we're going to do with them. As I said, we're having fish two ways. I haven't told you the second way yet, if you're paying attention. I'm going to take this, we're just going to crust it, meaning we're going to press it into all these herbs, the tarragon, the oregano, the thyme, the parsley. That's going to be really, really, really spectacular later. Going to take us a little bit of sea salt. Just going to season everything. A little bit of pepper. Well, I'm getting low on pepper, folks. That's awesome. Means I'm doing a lot of cooking. I'm gonna pepper that up too. Voila. We are ready. Where is my tongs? We're gonna do these first. Now when you put the fish in the oil, make sure your oil is warm or hot. As I said, we're about a medium to medium high. Skin side down, very important. If you don't, you're not going to be happy. Now this time, in the sprig, I'm going to take out now. Sat in there long enough. Folks, we're going to let that cook for about a minute, and then we'll come back and we'll flip it over. In the meantime, though, folks, we got to do some business right now. We got to take a little word from our sponsors, so please pay attention. Don't go anywhere. I'm not, so you don't either. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Charles Minnick, host of GTV's smash hit, Cooking with Charles. I've teamed up with the Goffstown Network to tell you about their outreach and food pantry programs. The mission of the Goffstown Network is to provide for the hunger-related needs of our neighbors in Goffstown and their surrounding communities. Founded with the governing principles that no person should go hungry and every person deserves our care. The Goffstown Network serves the area by providing food and other services on an emergency short-term basis. This spirit of community and mutual caring is extended to anyone in Goffstown, Dunbarton, and New Boston. Normal hours of operation are Wednesday evenings, 6 to 8 p.m., and Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. to noon. Now, you can also assist them through donations of time, food, or money. Like the help they give, the help they receive is also greatly appreciated. You can reach them by calling the number on your screen or by stopping by the Parish House of St. Matthew's Church. It's located in downtown Goffstown at 7 North Mass Street, right across from Sully's. We could not do this show without the help of our friends at Sully's Superette. Since 1987, Sully's has provided the area with the best meats around. Here at Cooking with Charles, we not only count on them for their kind donations of meat, but John and the gang at Sully's also provide us with the best produce, deli items, and libations that make Cooking with Charles the huge success it is. From all of us at Cooking with Charles, thank you. Hey guys, welcome back. We're cooking. We're cooking. All right. Let's take a look at these puppies. I think these are just about ready to flip. Yep, we got the skin. As you can tell, if you can see this, once the skin starts to lift off, you know it's cooked. Now, what you can also do, that's just a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil. You can add some garlic to that if you want. I would add it later so the garlic doesn't burn. Going to give this a little squirt of lemon juice because it is seafood and everybody loves lemon with their seafood. But this is doing exactly what we want it to do, which is great. And over here, we've got these wonderful, wonderful looking zucchinis and tomatoes. They're softening up nicely. And in here, we got to get all the moisture out of here, which is what we want. So, what are we going to do next? Well, the other sauce, I already told you about the saffron cream sauce. The other sauce that we are going to do is going to be a sesame ginger soy sauce. So it's going to have a little Asian flair to it. So, yeah, that's it. My secret is out of the bag. Besides the fact I can't cook. But that's my other secret. So, here we go, guys. We're going to take this, since these are done. Let me just double check inside there. You know what? These are going to probably go on for just another minute. Huh. So, let me just stir it up a little bit. For the cream sauce, we'll start that then because we got to keep moving. We got production schedules to keep. Dude in the control booth, Dave, is boom, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. So we'll move this back over here. And we'll put that on the medium heat. What I have here is half and half. You can use heavy cream, light cream, milk, or half and half. Do not use skim milk. Don't use 2%. Don't use 1%. Use whole milk, half and half, light cream, because you want those milk solids to form a heavier cream sauce. Plus, fat has flavor. Have you ever had a 90% lean beef or 70% lean beef? 70% tastes better, but it's greasier. So we are just going to let this thicken up a little bit. This smells great, guys. We have so much going on here. I know. I want you guys to have smell-o-vision TVs, but you need smell-o-vision in Dolby or THX, whatever that is that George Lucas came up with. That's what we need. Just gonna flip this. Oh, this is done. This is perfect. You know what? I don't even need to, this is perfect, guys. This is nice, big, flaky fish. Big fish. We love big fish. So because this one, we're not going to season with all the herbs, as I mentioned. We're not going to encrust it with that, because this is the one that's going to be for the cream sauce. We have enough in the pan going on that we don't need to. There's enough flavor from everything else. You can take a look at this. Let's get the camera shut. See all that? That's going to lift off, and that's going to flavor this piece of fish. So again, get the oil warm, add a little bit more. Skin side down. And we're done with that. Because I touched the fish, let me just give my hands a little spray here. We got a little cleaner in a bottle, because I don't want to touch anything or cross-contaminate anything. We gotta turn this up. We gotta turn this down. Oh, these look good. All right, folks. Once that's done, we'll be done. Now, when you're at home and you're doing this, let me give you some advice. I've got a short pan here, meaning it's about 10 inches, about 2 inches tall. When you're at home, use a bigger pan if you can. I can't here because the camera angles. The reason you use a bigger pan, and by bigger I mean taller on the sides, you can get less splatter. Or use a splatter guard to put over it, because you can't see it, but I got grease splatter everywhere, and I got to clean that up. So at home, use a taller pan if you can. That is looking good. Let's just see if it's... Yep, not quite ready. Leave that there. That's off. That's medium high. So we're cooking now. So we are going to now cook some bok choy. Bok choy is what? It's oriental cabbage. This whole thing right here, 1, 2, costs about 40 cents. So it's not that expensive, but it's got a nice little flavor to it. Now, these are whole little stalks, like baby bok choy. I'm just going to cut the ends off. You can leave the ends on if you want. I choose not to. And I've already pre-washed these because it is cabbage and it does grow in the dirt and it does get dirty like any kind of a cabbagey, lettucey thing. Now for these, we're going to do just a quick on the side. Going to wilt those up a little bit. Because what we're going to do, oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's boiling. Gotta pay attention, Charles. I know. Again, I should have brought my whisk. Why? Could help keep it together. It broke a little bit, but that's okay because I'm going to put it back together. It's that kind of cream sauce. So while these are wilting, I notice I've got some cooking going up the side of my fish, so I'm going to turn it over. And I do think I need a little bit of oil because the pan is starting to burn just a little bit. That should take care of it right there. So I got my bok choy, slightly wilted. I'll put that right over here on top. Now, for those of you that are paying attention, you heard me say saffron cream sauce. You're probably asking, hey dude, where is the saffron? Well, I got it right over here. Right over here. Here it is. A little bit goes a long way. This is one of the most expensive things in the world. It takes something like an acre to make an ounce. And what a saffron is, it's like the pistils of a flower that have all the pollen on them of a crocus. It's got a very unique flavor. As I said, little goes a long way. I am taking just the smallest pinch, putting it in there. And it's going to give it a nice yellowy orangey color. Let's see how this is going. Yep, scorching a little bit, but we'll take care of that later. All right, what's next? Well, we got some breadsticks. Those are over here. I'm just going to turn my toaster oven on for a little bit. Again, thank you, John, for my toaster oven. And speaking of John, who's one of my first fans, Ed Valade, you asked me to do a recipe for French onion soup. Unfortunately, it's summertime. I'm not going to do it, but you know, come August, September, when we get ready for fall, I will show you a special 30-minute French onion soup that you're going to love, that you can make, anybody can make for you. I also want to give a shout out to Alice, who I heard loves the show. She wouldn't give her last name, but she loves the show, so thank you, Alice. And for everybody else out there, you can reach me at cookingwithcharles@gmail.com, as well as see me on YouTube at Cooking with Charles M. I am all over the place. My YouTube channel, by the way, actually, guys, I'm going to get some of this harder stuff out of here. My YouTube channel is now up to a couple hundred views. I'm kind of psyched about that. I even have people in Dubai watching me. That's right, Dubai and Singapore. People have subscribed to my channel. Poor people think that's how Americans cook. All right, just put a little bit of lemon juice in there because I'm going to make a ginger soy sauce with sesame. I'm gonna put a little sesame oil in there. And everything's gonna deglaze in here. Here's that soy sauce. Woo! That smells awesome. It's got all the right stuff in it, except we need ginger. You can use fresh ginger. I actually do prefer this because it's easy. It keeps forever. Even ginger keeps forever. But no, I just prefer the dry ginger. And that's it. This pan has nicely lifted and deglazed. And those of you that know the show, deglaze is a fancy way of saying gets all the crud off the bottom of the pan and flavors what you're cooking with. Now, I am just going to take some of the solids out of here because I want this to be a purer dish. And we're done with this. Let's put this over here just to heat it up a little bit. And we'll put that right there. Oh, that's spectacular. Spectacular. That hits it right on the money. All right. Now, we're high class over here, folks. We're using paper plates because, you know, that's what I brought. I forgot my other dinner plate tonight. So what we're going to do? Well, we're going to use a little bit of rice. I've shown you folks before, but you take a ramekin, put your rice in here. Voila, is that not pretty? Dave, get a shot of this. Come on, ah, there we go. Thank you, Dave. Woohoo! See, he's still awake in there. I'm always impressed when he's still awake at this time of the show. And we're going to do it for this one. Oh, it works twice. Lightning strikes twice, folks. That looks awesome. All right, so we've got our 2 plates, and we're going to take our 2 fishes. Gonna place that one right there. And I did make a third, that on the side right there. This one, my folks, this is my friends, it's going home. That is a wonderful fish. Wow. Bluefish has to be one of my favorite fish out there. It is versatile and it is flavorful. And you can catch it by surf casting. All right. Whew, need the tongs for this, I guess. All I'm doing is just lightly heating some breadsticks, guys. And for those of you that know the show, we do show you how to do gourmet cooking on a budget. All right? You can get fresh ingredients everywhere, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to cost you half a week sourcing everything. Luckily in Goffstown, we got a couple of great supermarkets like Sully's and some of the big chains as well, where you can get everything you need. Everything I cook with in the show, you can get locally, folks. So here's our bok choy. Look at that, that is beautiful. And I'm just gonna place a little bit over here. And then we have our zucchini. Yes, folks, presentation does count. And as always, thank you, GTV. Wonderful thing to do down here, folks. If any of you want to do a TV show, it doesn't have to be about cooking. It can be about absolutely anything. We have one gentleman who does comedy and cooking. We have another person who reads books, and I found that actually very entertaining on this channel. He was reading The Jungle Book a few weeks back, and it was nice just to put that in the background as I cook dinner. And of course, we have the political shows, and we have the religious shows, and the churches show their sermons, and you know, it's all good. So if you have a show you want to have done, by all means, because I guarantee you, if you're a knitter, there's an audience out there of other knitters that would love to have what they call it, stitch and bitch. Come on, do that on TV, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Actually, I'll put that right over there. So there's room for all on this channel. All right, here we go. We got this is our ginger soy sauce. We're just going to place that right over there. And then here, we have our saffron cream sauce. Now remember, the saffron cream sauce has a little bit of lemon, a little bit of onion, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you bluefish. Oh, let's get some bread here. All right, folks. Now, you tell me, who would not love you if you served them this or this when they came through that door tonight? Everybody would love you. So, folks, here you are. I am personally a fan of the ginger. As always, I'm a wonderful cook. Let's try this. Let's try this one. God, I'm a great cook 2 times over. Guys, again, check me out on YouTube, Cooking with Charles M. Email me your questions, your comments, your concerns at cookingwithcharles@gmail.com. That's it. Enjoy your week, folks. Once again, when you're cooking with Charles, you're cooking with good looking. We'll see you later. Have a great night. Oh, man, I want some bread on this. I want bread on this too. Wow. Mm.